Paris is filled with sacred treasures, some world famous, others quietly hidden. Today, we're taking you inside one of the city's most overlooked spiritual gems, the Chapel of St. Vincent de Paul.
You'll see the preserved body of St. Vincent up close. Discover a touching connection to the miraculous metal shrine just steps away, and explore a spiritual hidden gem in Paris that most visitors never find.
And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to add to your Paris itinerary if you're interested in visiting the sacred sites of Paris. You'll find this chapel in the 6th arrondissement, just a short walk, only a few minutes, from another beloved pilgrimage site that we visited on our last video, the Chapel of Our Lady of the Miraculous Medal. If you've already visited the Miraculous Medal Shrine, this makes a perfect next stop on your spiritual walk through Paris.
As soon as you step inside, the chapel feels peaceful and intimate, with soft natural light filtering across the interior. This is a warm and intimate space, blending classical church architecture with touches inspired by the mission of St. Vincent de Paul. The long central nave leads your eyes directly toward the ornate reliquary at the front, which holds his body.
Inside, you'll see marble columns, gilded accents, and delicate detailing along the walls. Even though this chapel is small compared to many Parisian churches, it radiates a special sense of reverence. People from around the world come here to pray, reflect, and learn more about St. Vincent's lifelong service to the poor.
It is an active chapel as well. So depending on when you arrive, you might find worshipers at prayer or attending Mass. The atmosphere encourages you to slow down, sit for a moment, and take in the serenity of this spiritual sanctuary.
Along the sides of the nave, you'll find several small chapels dedicated to different saints and Vincentian figures. These cozy alcoves offer places for quiet personal prayer. We toured the church, stopping at the devotional statues, small altars, and relics tied to the Vincentian order. These spaces help tell the wider story of the mission St. Vincent inspired, one built on charity, compassion, and service.
Throughout the chapel, you'll also notice paintings and artwork depicting scenes from St. Vincent's life and ministry. Many of these highlight his care for the poor, the sick, and orphans, core missions that shape both his life and the Vincentian community that continues today.
At the front of the chapel, above the main altar, rests the body of St. Vincent de Paul. His relics are displayed inside a silver and glass reliquary that's raised several feet above the altar.
Once you reach the top, you're face to face with St. Vincent's body, a powerful moment for many pilgrims. The silver relic is accessible by 2 staircases that are on either side of the altar. You can walk above the altar, where you'll see the saint with his crucifix in his hands, the one he used to give an extreme anointing to Louis XIII. Although St. Vincent de Paul's body was once considered incorrupt, a flood led to a natural decay, and what you see today is his skeleton, which has been carefully covered with a wax coating to preserve his likeness for veneration. The peaceful expression on his face makes one of the most memorable experiences in the chapel. Standing so close to such an important figure in Catholic history gives you a sense of connection to centuries of service and devotion.
While St. Vincent's body rests here, his heart is an incorrupt relic and is housed in a reliquary nearby at the Chapel of the Miraculous Medal of the Daughters of Charity on Rue du Bac. It was preserved there as a symbol of his deep compassion for the poor and the work he began with the Daughters of Charity. Pilgrims often visit both places to honor the saint's legacy. The saint's heart, which has resisted decay, is a symbol of his profound devotion to serving the poor. One of the notable side chapels is dedicated to Saint John Gabriel Perboyre, a Vincentian missionary who was martyred in China. His story of courage and faith is still deeply inspiring today. You'll see a statue and a small altar honoring his life. It's another place in this chapel to pause and reflect on mission work and sacrifice. The tombstone of Father Etienne, former Superior General, is located in the main aisle of the church. The church has a Cavaillé-Coll organ. Louis Braille, best known for his work with the blind, served as the church organist here from 1845 until his death in 1852. You can visit his tomb at the Pantheon in Paris. We continue to learn about the history of this church and the life of Saint Vincent de Paul, and we're glad to have found this chapel during our time in the city.
The Chapel of Saint Vincent de Paul may not be as well known as other Paris landmarks, but its peaceful atmosphere and inspiring history make it one of the city's most meaningful sacred spaces.
This particular chapel is very simple. It's pretty small, but it is a very special site because of the presence of Saint Vincent de Paul. The site is dedicated to the saint, and he is someone who worked tirelessly to help Parisian communities in need. This particular chapel you can probably visit in about 30 minutes, which is about the time I think that we spent when we were there. And our journey continues. Join us next time as we explore more sites in Paris, including a legendary space that is home to grand architecture, incredible artwork, and centuries of spiritual heritage. Be sure to subscribe and join us for that visit. Until next time, happy travels, and we hope to see you at the places where we go.